Have you ever felt like life keeps pushing you down? No matter how hard you try, like every effort ends in failure, and nothing ever goes your way. Sometimes we blame people, luck, the weather, or fate. But we rarely look at the one place that matters most, ourselves. This is the story of a man named Aaron. Aaron was a traveler from a small mountain village. He walked from place to place, but somehow he never reached where he wanted to go. His clothes were torn, his bag was always empty, and his face looked tired and lost. Wherever Aaron went, complaints followed him. The roads are too hard, he would say. The maps are wrong. The world is unfair. Nothing works for me. At first, people listened and felt sorry for him. But over time, they noticed something. Aaron never prepared. He never learned from his mistakes. Nothing was ever his fault. Slowly, people stopped listening. One cold evening, a violent storm swept through the mountains. Rain poured down, thunder echoed across the rocks, and the wind cut through Aaron's clothes. He wandered through the darkness, hungry, cold, and afraid. He had no shelter and no idea where he was going. Just when he felt completely lost, he noticed a small light glowing through the rain. A tiny house stood alone on the hillside. Aaron knocked on the door with trembling hands. An old man opened it. His face was calm, his voice gentle. "Come in," the old man said. Inside, the house was warm. The old man gave Aaron dry clothes and a bowl of hot soup. As soon as Aaron felt a little better, he began complaining again. He blamed the storm. He blamed his map. He blamed his bad luck. The old man listened quietly and said nothing. When Aaron finally stopped talking, the old man spoke softly. "Rest tonight. At sunrise, I will guide you down the mountain. The path is dangerous, but I know it well." Aaron was grateful. "You live alone here?" he asked. "Don't you ever get lost?" "I have walked these paths for many years," the old man replied. "I know every stone." That night, Aaron barely slept. The old man's words stayed in his mind. At dawn, they began walking. Thick fog covered everything. The path was narrow, with a rock wall on one side and a deep cliff on the other. Aaron's hands shook. "This is madness," he said. "We should stop. We can't see anything." The old man kept walking calmly. "Trust the ground beneath your feet," he said. Aaron complained the entire way. The rocks were slippery. The fog was dangerous. The path was unfair. Finally, the old man stopped and asked gently, "Tell me, my friend, what is heavier? The storm around you or the storm inside you?" Aaron didn't understand. The old man continued, "Some people are chained by fear, some by blame, some by excuses. These chains are heavier than any mountain." They walked on. After hours, the fog slowly lifted. Sunlight filled the valley below. They had reached safety. Aaron felt relief rush through him. He turned to thank the old man, and froze. The old man's eyes were white and unfocused. You're blind," Aaron whispered. The old man smiled. "Yes, I was born this way." Aaron's heart raced. "Then how did you guide me? How do you live here alone?" The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "When I was young, I had a choice. I could complain about my darkness, or I could learn my world step by step. I trained my hands to feel, my ears to listen, and my feet to remember. My blindness became my teacher, not my prison." Tears filled Aaron's eyes. Shame burned in his chest. "You have eyes?" the old man said quietly. "But you walk blindly through life. You blame the path, the map, and fate. But the real blindness is in your choices." Then the old man turned and walked away. "Take one small step today," he said. "Then another tomorrow." That day changed Aaron forever. He returned to his village a different man. The complaints stopped. The excuses ended. He began preparing for his journeys. He studied maps. He learned from mistakes. Slowly, his travels became successful. Years later, Aaron became known as a wise traveler who never lost his way. But he never forgot the blind man who showed him the truth. Sometimes our biggest problem is not the world, it's the excuses we carry. Change begins when we stop blaming and start taking responsibility. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. You only need one small step. Take it today.